Hello you guys, welcome to your practice. So the hands and the feet are gateways to access different parts of the body, and working with your hands and feet, especially at the beginning of your practice or just doing that in your day, can really help to initiate a sense of flow and connectedness with the rest of your body. So let's put that into action with this little movement studies moment. I hope you enjoy it. If you've ever done a workshop with me or a class in the last 9 years or so, you'll probably know this one as pizza hands. I don't know why I called it that. You can call it what you want, and for it you can just use yourself, or if you're feeling like adding a bit more pizzazz, jazz hands, you might add a yoga block if you've got one. You can use a cushion. Don't worry about yoga props. You could use a book, or you could even use a gorgeous record like Miss Kitt over here. Anyway, I'm just going to use my hands, and feel free to add whatever you like. So before we begin, let's first check in to see how we feel. So find any comfortable position, and that might be with your feet together or separated, whatever works. I like to close my eyes because it helps me to go inwards a little, to focus on what's happening in my interior world, and just assess where you're at in this moment. Give yourself a little check-in. Notice how you're feeling. And look for any information that your body is giving you, particularly if there's any kind of injuries that you're working with or any tender spaces. Without trying to change anything, just honor that. Bring the palms together, chin to chest, peel your eyes open, look towards your fingertips, starting to awaken this connection. Separate your hands, and just a word on this one. This particular movement practice is something that I just did whilst I was recovering from a shoulder injury. So if you are going through anything shoulder related, rotator cuff related, please use caution with this. Obviously check with your doctors. If you've got any pain going on, avoid it. That goes for any yoga practice. You know the score. So I'm going to start with my right hand. It's going to look opposite to you, but there we go. Start with whatever hand you like, and then just start to create some circles with your hands. So this is where the pizza name comes in. So for example, if you're using a block or a book or a cushion or anything like that, it's quite hard. If you're using anything like that, you can imagine that it's balancing on the palm of your hand. So I would say level one, not that there's levels, but you know what I mean. Level one, or rather an acquaintance, what can I call this? A kind of getting to know you moment with this movement practice could be just using your hand to do this. If you want to spice it up and add seasoning, balance something on your hand. It's probably going to fall, and that's okay, that's part of it. All you're trying to do though is create circles with your hand, and to try not to get in your own way. So there's like a deeper lesson to this. This means that you're probably going to have to start moving the rest of your body, so it won't just be your hand that moves, right? Well, it can, and then you can get into the wrists if you like. It actually feels quite nice. But if you're interested in this idea of connectivity, hand to the rest of the body, then see if you can make nice big circles, palm facing up. And you can switch directions. So the point is here not perfection. It's just to explore the movement, to notice the sensation, and then to keep adding more layers. So you're going to add toppings to your pizza. So topping one, let's add a layer of taking it higher and lower. So see how low you can take this movement. And it starts getting complicated, right? Because you're moving your body in all kinds of shapes. Maybe you can even come all the way down onto your bum. see how that goes. Maybe change directions again. Maybe you can lie down whilst doing this, so you can imagine, oh, I'm just going to roll around on the floor, that's the idea. You can imagine if you've got something on your hand. I'm going to use a pillow because if I drop it, it's going to make a horrible sound with the block. When you've got something on your hand, it just like makes it 100 times more difficult because, you know, it's probably going to fall. And if it falls, that's okay. This is just part of exploring movement and letting yourself feel connected. So from your fingertips, you probably can feel all the way through the elbow joint, into the shoulder joint, but then into your spine. All right, so switch hands. Feel free to kind of go as long as you like with that. Actually, let's just drop this for a moment before we get into the other side. Check one side from the other. If it helps, close your eyes. God, I don't know. If I feel like I look really wonky with this. There might be no difference for you, but just notice how you feel from one side to the other. Not just through your hand, through your arm, through your shoulder, but maybe even into your torso, maybe even into your hips, into your feet. There doesn't have to be any change, but open the eyes, go on to the other side. So once again, just, whoa, creating your pizza. And I recommend moving slow, especially to begin with. I can already feel that my left side just feels tighter. For some reason, the last couple of weeks, I've really been noticing that in my own practice. So this is feeling pretty challenging. And what I'm trying not to do is to push into pain or to make this particular movement match the other side. Instead, I'm giving space to it just to really explore. Maybe making bigger circles. Maybe adding a topping of taking this higher and lower. So if you want to add extra layers to this, some ideas include maybe doing this with your eyes closed. I know. So what we try to do with our incredible brains, thanks to neuroplasticity, is to keep adding more complex layers. So basically trying to make things more difficult, trying to throw ourselves off balance so that we can relearn new ways of doing things, because often we just get stuck in doing things one way, and it's kind of, you know, it's fine if that's good for you, but we're not really growing. Sometimes we become complacent and stuck. So you can add some speed here if you feel like, yeah, I'm kind of feel like things are opening up. Switching sides, maybe adding another layer of difficulty by walking around. Hi, you guys, hi. Completely bonkers. Maybe doing it on one leg. You can choose your own seasoning, always. All right, let's let that go. And just drop in and feel. And if the only thing you take away from this is just a sense of circulation, you can feel your pulse, you can feel a bit more heat, you can feel maybe more space to breathe in your chest, then take it. We know that the hands are very much connected to the heart. I mean, they're connected to all parts of the body, but you can think about maybe this idea of your hands giving, receiving, as a practice of staying open in your heart, feeling connected to your heart. And if it helps, you can just place your hands there now. Even if it feels a bit cheesy, just feel your pulse. And if you're cringing, just feel your pulse and appreciate it. Remind yourself of your own unique, glorious rhythm. And then release it all, open the eyes. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I hope you enjoy that one. See you soon. Bye.